To all the aspiring hackers who doubt themselves and think they can't hack into secure systems or multi-million-dollar companies, this video is for you. Watch tutorials, stick to basic tools, learn multiple languages, focus on finding exploits, buy expensive gear, and always take the safest route. This is a terrible approach. If I were to sum up hacking, it would simply be to think like a hacker, because that's exactly what it takes. But what does thinking like a hacker actually mean, and how do you develop such a mindset? Well, that's exactly what I'll be covering in this video, and walk you through the key lessons or strategies to help you think outside the box, and eventually start hacking effectively. So let's get started.
Disclaimer.
This video is intended for cybersecurity enthusiasts and is for educational purposes only. Hacking someone or something without permission is highly discouraged and can result in serious legal consequences.
Lesson number 1, understanding that hacking is a process.
Okay, so starting with the basics, many people think that if they have access to top-notch zero-day exploits, or are some geniuses sitting in a basement, only then they can hack into highly secured targets, but that's actually not the truth. Hacking is a process, and this process includes being highly motivated to hack a target, taking the time to thoroughly learn about that target, exploring various ways to breach that target, picking the most effective ways to hack that target, and going through the process of trying again and again until you eventually hack that target. This process is what a great hacker understands before hacking anyone, and the thing that separates them the most from rookies is knowing the amount of motivation, discipline, and persistence it requires to hack even a single target.
Lesson number 2, learn the technology, not the tools.
Before you can hack anything, you need to learn how it works at its core. So let's say you wanted to hack someone's phone number, and gain access to all their SMS-based 2FA codes, in order to break into their online accounts. Now, instead of going straight into step-by-step instructions and watching tutorials on how to do that, you may need to take a step back, and ask yourself, how does this technology actually work, and what allows it to send and receive messages all over the world? Once you truly grasp these concepts, you'll naturally start seeing where their weak points might be, and think about how they could be exploited to your advantage. This is where your critical and analytical problem-solving skills will start to kick in. And don't worry, after diving deep into the technology or an infrastructure, you'll know exactly which tutorials to look for and learn how to perform an exploit effectively.
Lesson number 3, innovation creates opportunities.
When systems undergo innovation, whether due to changes or rapid developments in technology, vulnerabilities are often exposed or overlooked, while creating great opportunities for hackers. A perfect example of this can be seen in my recent video, where I talk about how with the rise of AI, hackers can now scrape large amount of data from various social media profiles, and feed it to ChatGPT, in order to uncover things like tracking a person's activities, or mapping out their social dynamics. This kind of exposure is exactly why companies are now cracking down on web crawling, and tightening their security measures to prevent unauthorized data access. So whether it's the rise of a new technology, or changes to an existing one, there's always an opportunity for those who are ready to take advantage.
Lesson number 4, understanding people is just as important as understanding technology.
Human mistakes are often the weakest link in any system. Knowing how people behave can be more valuable than just acquiring technical skills. According to cybersecurity reports, over 70% of large-scale attacks on multiple companies or critical infrastructures are made possible through social engineering, where employees are tricked into revealing sensitive information, either by exploiting their sense of trust and authority, or prompting them to click on a suspicious link. That's why it's crucial to not only learn about the technology, but also to study human psychology, and learn how people react in certain situations. This will not only open doors to more easy and effective ways to hack a target, but also enable you to craft more creative and effective ways to breach that target. Speaking of opening malicious URLs, I'd like to thank the sponsor of this video, Any.Run. Any.Run is a malware analysis sandbox that lets you analyze how a malware operates by running it in a controlled environment. And while I've already covered why it's an essential tool for anyone diving into cybersecurity, today, I want to highlight one of their newest products called Safe Browsing. Safe Browsing is a tool that helps you analyze suspicious URLs to see if they contain any malicious content. And while it allows you to browse a site safely without the risk of viewing it on your computer, it's also a valuable resource for training employees in an organization to avoid phishing emails. What makes it powerful is its ability to provide a detailed analysis of the network connections that are being made, while allowing you to examine the protocols that are being used, and the traffic that is being exchanged. I personally find it super useful as it helps me break down all the complex data into something that's easy to understand, while letting me focus on the real threats without digging through endless logs. To try it out, you can visit their website by clicking on the link in the description down below, and sign up for free using your university or business email. It's truly a game changer for anyone looking to take their cybersecurity skills to the next level. Thanks for listening, let's get back to the video.
Lesson number 5, try thinking beyond the obvious.
Whenever I look around, I see vulnerabilities everywhere. Whether it's through people mindlessly scanning QR codes in order to get a discount, or multiple everyday devices that use outdated firmware. This is the mistake most aspiring hackers make. They either rely on hacking someone through widely known tactics, such as sending phishing links via an email, or focus on breaching common targets without considering hidden infrastructures. So here's the key: adopting an unconventional mindset can actually allow you to breach even the most secure systems, as long as you know how to plan and execute an attack strategically.
Lesson number 6, equip yourself with essential skills.
If you're an absolute beginner and just getting started, there are some essential skills you should master early on, as they'll come handy in almost every hack you attempt. First, understanding networking basics is essential. If you don't already know how computers communicate or how the internet works, I've got a video that will get you started. Moving on, learn how to use essential tools like Nmap and Wireshark, as they will help you in mapping and analyzing network traffic. Mastering Linux is also a must, as it powers most of the world's critical systems or devices, and is used in almost all hacking tutorials on the internet. If you think you'll be dealing with web applications, start by learning common web vulnerabilities and how hackers exploit them. For automating tasks and customizing hacking tools, I'd recommend learning a single programming language like Python. To understand encryption and secure communication protocols, you should have a basic understanding of cryptography. I'll create a detailed video on it soon. Finally, learn about different defense systems and tactics. Understanding how firewalls or intrusion prevention systems work will help you avoid detection and find weaknesses in security setups.
Lesson number 7, you will get caught.
Okay, so now that you know how to think like a hacker and the basic skills to have in order to hack anything, it's crucial to know that if you truly cross the line and target the wrong people, you will get caught. There's no such thing as being completely anonymous, and while you might be able to cover your tracks for a while, law enforcement and intelligence agencies have the tools and expertise to track you down if they choose to do so. Being a hacker isn't just about what you can do, but also about being mature enough to know where to draw the line. Anyway guys, so that's it for the video. If you have any questions or would like to share some more tips with the community, feel free to comment in the comments section down below, and I'll see you in the next one.